Over the last 3 days, we've been enjoying the sunny shores of Thailand's Phi Phi Islands, while also stressfully studying for a scuba exam because Chad here decided to sign us up for a scuba certification here.
Yeah, I'm really thrilled that Claire decided to join me on this endeavor. And honestly, we're like, why are we even getting scuba certified? Because I don't even know if it's totally necessary, but I think it's gonna be a great thing to just have for the rest of our life.
I think it's great to have the knowledge behind all the science that goes into scuba diving. It's definitely a lot more safe, but because of this, we didn't know that first of all, there is a written exam. So we're gonna have to take a test at the end of this. We haven't taken tests in like over 3 years and neither of us are very good test takers. So we've been a little bit anxious to say the least, but there's also like physical exams. So yesterday we spent like about 3 hours in confined waters out in the ocean and just learning all the skills that you need to scuba dive. And it was definitely very fun, but also very tiring.
Right, yeah. One of the biggest skills that we learned was you can actually remove your mask under the water, put it back on, and then empty all the water out. So I didn't really know that we'd have to do that for the course, but it was a good skill to learn. Yeah,
definitely. So today is our first adventure out into the open waters, and so we're going to be doing 2 dive sessions, and unfortunately we can't film this because obviously we're getting tested and examined for our skills underwater, so we can't be filming while the instructor's watching us work our magic. So we're going to probably come back. I think it'll be sunset by the time we're done, and then we'll pick up the video afterwards. But we just kind of wanted to share, what we're doing here in the Phi Phi Islands. But maybe we'll be able to take you all on a dive, maybe the last one when we're, really comfortable under there.
Wow, what an eventful afternoon. It was definitely a very busy time on the boat, and because of our course, we actually have to assemble and disassemble all of our equipment. We assembled it, we hopped in the water, and we were able to be down there twice for 40 minutes each. And while we were down there, we saw a shark, we saw turtles, as well as just huge schools of fish. But now that we're back, we both can definitely feel the sun on our skin. We're just a little bit warm. I think we're gonna just rest for a little bit, catch our breath, because that was a very fun but busy experience. And then we're gonna be heading out to dinner.
I know, man, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can't find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky.
Just around the corner from our hotel is this strip of open air restaurants, and what's really neat about this is that you can sit at any of the restaurants and order from all of the restaurants. I don't know if that makes sense, but for example, we just got this Thai tea and it came from that stand right over there, and then this pad Thai that we also got came from behind Chad, and then this coconut soup came from the restaurant we're sitting at right now. So 3 different items from 3 different restaurants, and we get to eat them all right here. So the first thing that I got is the coconut soup, and I decided to replace the chicken with some seafood. So in here we have some shrimp, some squid, and then of course we've got big chunks of tomato, some red onion, and all the coconut and lemongrass goodness. And then Chad has honestly been eating 1 pad Thai a day because he just absolutely loves it. And we got the shrimp pad Thai, of course there's the peanuts, there's the lime, all the stir-fry veggies, and then, as I said, our Thai tea that we get to share. getting so sleepy, but I feel like we should reward ourselves for our big day out in the sea with some coconut ice cream. So we're gonna go look around for it.
We have found a coconut ice cream stand. We're like, oh, it's kind of pricey. It's 100 baht, which is the equivalent to about $3.
$3 US, which is, it's a little bit pricey for Thailand, but you know, we get 3 scoops, and like 3 scoops of ice cream, homemade ice cream in the US, that's gotta be like 15 bucks.
Coconut ice cream?
Yes, coconut ice cream.
Okay, you some big topping?
Oh, no topping.
No topping, plain?
Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
3 beautiful balls of fresh coconut ice cream, and my favorite part is the coconut bowl. So honestly, we can just toss this in the jungle and it'll just biodegrade. And they also scoop out the coconut meat, I guess you could say, and they like, I don't know, put it on the top like a little ribbon. What is
Too
that?
much.
You want me to do a less excited?
No, go ahead. I think more excited, please.
Let me get you a nice big bite for that big mouth. Wow. The other morning, Chad had woken up early. He was doing his little morning stretches on the patio, and he was looking out at the palm tree that we can see from our room, and it has some coconuts, and he just saw one of the coconuts bust open with water, and it was just dripping tons and tons of coconut water down.
And it was interesting because I was like, is this actually happening? And I looked down at someone that's at the pool. He's right underneath the palm tree, and he's like, what's going on? Because one of the coconuts just burst and all the coconut water is coming out.
That is how juicy the fruits are
Yeah.
here in Thailand.
They just burst when they're full of
They
coconut
are
water.
thriving in this environment. It's time to go home and pass out. Actually, no. We have 3 chapters to read because we have our written exam tomorrow, and each chapter is about like what, 50 pages?
Why did you let me sign us up for this?
This morning we woke up at 6:20. We just went to 7-Eleven to pick up some.
Ham and cheese little sandwiches that they heat up for you.
Oh, I can't express how tired I am right now. I do think we've pushed ourselves a little bit, physically and mentally with getting the scuba certification, but I think it'll be worth it in the end.
Yes. I love to hear it.
We just found where all the Americans gather.
Yes.
I think they woke up at like 5 a.m. to go to that pub to watch the Super Bowl.
And they're all like drinking at 6 in the morning.
looks really, really good. So we're gonna dig in, and we have 40 minutes until our next dive. We have just made it to our next dive site. We're about to get suited up, but I just want to show how beautifully green the water is.
Now that our dives are complete, it is time for us to go and get some lunch, and then we'll tell you all about it. But we actually have our salted eggs from our last accommodation. It's been on a flight and they've sat for 7 days, and it's now time to fry them. But we don't have a kitchen here, so I'm actually gonna go and ask a random stand if they will fry our eggs for us.
Fry the eggs?
We'll see. The guy that made them actually had me try one already.
Oh.
Yeah, he like held out a spoon and I was like, do I grab the spoon or is he feeding me? So I just ate it and I thought it was amazing.
All right, well, I was the one who salted them. I had put this very thick layer of termite soil mixed with salt over these duck eggs while we were in Chiang Rai at that farm stay. And what we did is we let it sit for 1 week. And apparently that salt is supposed to be like, I don't know, marinating the egg.
And I think it's a northern Thailand thing because when I showed him the eggs, he was like, what the heck? I think he had no idea. So then he's like, okay. He made them Thai style, he said.
Here is the ultimate egg reveal. Oh, did he like soft boil it?
Yes. So he didn't fry them.
Interesting.
He refused to fry them. He said, too easy, too easy.
We need to get this man on a cooking game show. This looks awesome. Oh, good, good. Yeah, you should have. What I have noticed about the duck eggs is that the yolk is extremely orange and it's just kind of dark and it looks hard, but I have to, you know, try it for myself.
Just be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay.
Is there something
No,
that's gonna happen?
Ahead. It's fine. It's fine. Because it has some spice. That's why. But it's not too much.
Wow, I'm very impressed. Not too salty.
Yeah.
But like perfectly salty. I wonder if he added any more salt. You didn't watch him?
I couldn't watch him the whole time. I was talking to that guy I met.
But
I did get a shot of him boiling the eggs.
Oh, cool. Did he boil it with the dirt on?
No.
He peeled the dirt off.
I didn't see what he did with the dirt. Other than look at it with confusion.
The stand that we went to specializes in a variety of different noodle soups. So we got their beef noodle soup, and I think these salted duck eggs are the perfect topping to their already delicious soup. Even though we've been on the Phi Phi Islands for a couple days now, we actually haven't had the chance to come and enjoy the beach. So we brought 2 towels from our hotel, we've laid them out, Chad has been reading a book, and I actually walked along the coastline for a little bit. And then of course we were both studying for our upcoming scuba certification exam. But it's been so nice because it's just a very chill vibe here on the island. You feel it in the alleyways, you feel it on the beach, And tonight we're gonna go and kind of experience the nightlife that the Phi Phi Islands does have to offer. What's really funny is from our hotel room, if you go onto the balcony, and honestly even from the room, you can just hear like the beats of the music playing all throughout the night. And of course we haven't been out partying because we've been diving every single day. So tonight, if we pass our exam, we're gonna go and celebrate with a drink. We are officially heading to the dive center to take our exam, but wish us luck. Hopefully we will come out of there with a scuba certification. As you can see, we both passed our exams and we are officially scuba certified. We both got a 92%, which means we both missed 4 questions out of the 50, and I'm just really glad that we passed. I was really nervous, but I feel like we always self-doubt. As you can hear, the party music is beating through the alleyways. I think we're gonna go and get a celebratory drink, and if we have the energy, maybe we'll go out for the night.
We have walked about 10 minutes and we are approaching a Wild Rager where they have these dancers with flaming torches. I don't think it's a like traditional tile.
No, it's purely entertainment. But from afar, we're seeing them spin it and it looks really cool, so we're gonna go check it out.
Well, I have to say that I think our celebratory drink was well deserved because
as someone who has depression and anxiety, I was definitely freaking out at many points because throughout the lesson you do have to learn about all the worst case scenarios that could go wrong during scuba diving. Of course, like when you're being fed that information, you start to worry. And so, you know, going into that first dive, I was so incredibly nervous. Like I was shaking. I was telling my instructor that like I'm really nervous today. He's just like, relax, chill out.
Chapter 3 is the worst chapter, and it really was. It was just like, these are the ways you're gonna die. And we're like, oh great, okay, let's go dive.
Yeah, but I feel like this whole experience really taught me like to not worry, because obviously you're always gonna think of the worst possible thing that can go wrong, but if you always do that, you can't live your life and actually enjoy things as amazing as scuba diving.
Yeah, seriously.
And I'm just really glad that I overcame that hurdle, because I really was thinking like, I don't think I'm gonna do it. And then I still did it anyways, and I'm really, really happy that I chose to go for it.
Yeah, and I've already started to look into future dive sites and different things we can do, and I'm just so excited because there's so, obviously like, what, 72% of the world is water, so there's a lot to explore.
Yeah, so I just want to remind anyone who ever self-doubts, like, you know, just take a breath and go for it anyways, because, you know, you're always gonna be the hardest judge on your own ability to do things, but like if you really just step out of your comfort zone a little bit, you're gonna be more capable of doing things than you ever thought so.
And I think on that note, we are going to be ending it here. This is sadly our final video in Thailand.
Yeah, we actually used up the last of our Thai bot on that one Mai Tai that we shared as our celebratory drink, and it's been just a wild journey here in Thailand. We definitely want to come back in the future, but we're moving on to one final country in Asia before we fly back home. So if you want to see where we go next, hit subscribe as we travel to 50 countries around the world. And with that, we'll catch you all next one. Bye!
Bye guys.
Oh, I feel